live on Gems TV and this is your host Ramsha Gul. I hope you all are fine or doing great with your lives. आपको इस प्रोग्राम का फॉर्मेट तो पता ही है कि हम आपकी मुलाकात करवाते हैं हैदराबाद शहर के कुछ बेहतरीन असातिज़ा से। और जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि तकरीबन 2 दिन पहले हम आपकी मुलाकात करवा चुके हैं हैदराबाद शहर के बेहतरीन असातिज़ा से जो कि डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट्स में काम कर रहे हैं और टीचर्स डे के लाइव ट्रांसमिशन के साथ वो हमारे मेहमान बने थे। तो इसी तरह के मल्टीटास्कर टीचर्स के साथ हम आपकी मुलाकात करवाते रहते हैं और आज की मेहमान भी कुछ खास हैं क्योंकि इतने सारी फील्ड्स में वो काम कर रही हैं। उनसे उसके बारे से भी जानेंगे और बिना किसी ताक़ीद के मैं चाहती हूँ कि हम अपने मेहमान का तारुफ करवा ही दें। तो हमारी आज की मेहमान है टीचर सीरत खान, जिन्हें हम अपने प्रोग्राम में वेलकम करेंगे। मैम अस्सलाम वालेकुम एंड वेलकम टू माय शो।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, थैंक यू सो मच। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आई एम क्वाइट प्रिविलेज्ड टू बी सिटिंग हियर and definitely I'm going to speak my heart out here. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
And we would love to hear you. Ma'am, how are you? How have you been doing?
Alhamdulillah, great. Everything is great.
Everything is great.
Everything is great.
माशाल्लाह। और मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आगे भी अच्छा ही रहेगा। मैम, सबसे पहले तो मैं ये जानना चाहूँगी, पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगी कि हैप्पी बिलेटेड टीचर्स डे जो कि 2 दिन पहले गुजर चुका और हमारे वैसे तो हर दिन ही टीचर्स का होता है लेकिन फिर भी 2 दिन पहले सेलिब्रेट कर चुके। तो मेरे जहन में यही था कि सबसे पहले तो मैं मैम को विश करूँगी क्योंकि हमारी इनसे मुलाकात नहीं रही थी। नाज़रीन से मैं यहाँ ये कहना चाहूँगी कि अगर आप इनके टीचर हैं, स्टूडेंट हैं या फिर कोलीग हैं, या इन्हें इनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स में से कोई है, इन्हें देख रहे हैं, इनसे बात करना चाहते हैं या कोई मैसेज देना चाहते हैं तो हमारे नंबर 0313316116 पर रब्ता कर सकते हैं। और साथ ही साथ हम YouTube और Facebook पर भी लाइव हैं तो वहाँ पर भी आप कमेंट्स के जरिए अपनी राय का इजहार कर सकते हैं। तो मैम, सबसे पहले तो मैं ये जानना चाहूँगी कि एज अ गवर्नमेंट टीचर आप काम कर रही हैं और डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट्स में वैसे भी काम कर चुकी हैं सब कुछ। आपकी टीचिंग फील्ड का आगाज़ सबसे पहले कहाँ से हुआ? कैसे आई इस फील्ड में? लाइक दिल था, बचपन से दिल था या कुछ और करना था और एक्सीडेंट, हैप्पी एक्सीडेंट और बस jump into this field?
Actually, you know what, being a kid, when you're a kid you have got a lot of things to do in your life and you take everything as your passion, that I want to do this, I want to do that and all. So I was the same kid who wanted to do a lot of things simultaneously. Like I wanted to be a doctor, engineer, pilot, teacher and all.
All at once.
Yeah, all at once. So, but yes, when I used to see my teachers teaching the students and the kind of respect they used to get, so I was always like, I am going to be this personality because I came across, luckily I came across a lot of scrupulous personalities in my life. They were quite an attractive one and I got inspired by my teachers a lot. Basically, that boosted me to become a teacher. So when I was in 9th standard, I remember I was always a keen learner of English language. I always wanted to speak. I was a person, I was a student who was too much into presentations, speeches, debates and all. So I got a chance to learn English language from Engr Institute. I really want to talk about it because this has made me what I am today. So I joined that institute in 9th standard. I started learning there, and then there used to be a teacher, Seerat Khan. He boosted me a lot, encouraged me a lot, and he asked me to teach there at the same institute where I learned. So for the first time, I got the opportunity to teach at the same institute where I learned, and I did that. Yes, as a beginner, I got a lot of hurdles, there were a lot of obstacles, but my teacher was like, he was the person who was standing right beside me in everything. He supported me a lot and that's how I'm here today.
Her journey started.
Exactly.
And that's the conclusion. That's how her journey started because somebody boosted her very much that inspired you.
Exactly.
Be a teacher. और इसी तरह से हमारे टीचर्स हमें बूस्ट करते रहते हैं। मुझे अपने बचपन में याद है कि बहुत सारे टीचर्स ऐसे थे जो कि दूसरे स्टूडेंट्स की भी बात करूँ, अगर मैं सिर्फ मैं नहीं बाकी स्टूडेंट्स भी मैं देखती थी कि टीचर्स बूस्ट करते थे और बच्चे वही चीज नेक्स्ट डे परफॉर्म करके दिखाते भी थे।
Exactly.
और इसी तरह से हमारे इस तरह के बहुत सारे टीचर्स हैं जो कि इस तरह के काम कर रहे होते हैं, दूसरों को मोटिवेट कर रहे होते हैं, इंस्पायर कर रहे होते हैं और हमें उन्हें एक्नॉलेज करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। और यहाँ पर तो है जर्नी का आगाज़ तो आपका हो गया, लेकिन एज अ स्टूडेंट अगर मैं पूछूँ, what kind of student were you? Like, were you the naughtiest one or the formal one, that the one who sits on the front bench?
I was the most enthusiastic student. Like I always wanted to be at first in everything, you know, the one who is in the limelight. I always was the student who always wanted to be in the limelight, who always wanted to be, you know, the one who always wanted to stand out in everything. You know, whatever happens, I wanted to be at the front seat. So I was the one. And yes, talking about the student life, I want to mention here something. As I'm sitting on, definitely I'm going live on the GEMS TV today, so I want to talk about something. There was a competition that was held by GEMS TV long ago. I don't know, like I guess it's about 7 to 8 years back, and it held a competition for funny speech. That was a funny speech competition. It invited a lot of private colleges there, and there was one private college, Sefi College, and there was a girl. She was quite serious, and she had given all the serious debates, speeches in her life, and when she was told that she has to give the hilarious speech, she has to give the funny speech, she has to make the audience laugh, so that was quite a challenging thing for her because she had never done that before. It was going to be very first, and she had a pressure also because her principal came to her and the principal said, you have to get a trophy for the college. So she took it as a challenge. She took it as a challenge, and she went there. She started giving her speech. She was quite inspired by that GEMS organization there that day, and she won the first trophy. And yes, she is me, and I still have that trophy at my home. So it's quite privileged to be sitting here right now because I have joined GEMS as a student long ago, and today I'm here as something. So I'm quite proud about it actually.
And I am so happy to hear that. That was the surprise you were talking about.
Exactly. That's what I haven't told you.
Yeah, I just got the idea.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to remember those organizations or those platforms that made you something today.
Exactly.
वो आपका एक stage था, एक time था जब आपको boost up.
And that was actually a challenge, you know, and such kind of things should be happening, especially in Hyderabad city, because there are a lot of people who keep on doing the trendy things, who keep on doing normal things, but that was something different because I had never done that speech.
I'm quite honored to know that. I'm quite honored to know that. You just took the name and that's all. अच्छा नाज़रीन, यहाँ पर जो है हम बातचीत तो बहुत सारी करते रहेंगे, लेकिन यहाँ लेते हैं एक शॉर्ट ब्रेक. कहीं मत जाइएगा, देखते रहिए TR for Teachers लाइव ऑन GEMS.
अदब जिंदगी की एक बामानी सरगर्मी है. जिंदगी में रंग है, जज्बों की अक्कासी है, शऊर व आगही है,
फन्नी फिक्री और जमालियाती जहतें क्या होती हैं.
जब हम एक शेर पढ़ते हैं तो हम वो शेर नहीं पढ़ते, हम पूरी जिंदगी पढ़ते.
क्या हमारे साथ इस प्रोग्राम में शारे होंगे प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर सैयद अहमद जिलानी.
जब आप इस प्रोग्राम को देखेंगे ये सैयारा रहने के काबिल न रहेगा. मैं कहता हूँ कि जिंदगी की मानवीयत खत्म हो जाएगी.
उर्दू अदब से शेर और नस्र
कम वक्त में ज्यादा शऊर हासिल करने के लिए जरूरी है कि हम मुताला अदब को अपनी जिंदगी का हिस्सा बनाएं.
और वो तमाम शायरी, वो तमाम नसर पारे जो आप सुनना चाहते हैं, समझना चाहते हैं.
आप जब मीर को सुनेंगे, जब आप हमारी जुबान से गालिब और इकबाल को सुनेंगे, आपकी जिंदगी में बालिदगी पैदा होगी. अगर अदब से आपका कम या ज्यादा ताल्लुक है,
आपकी समातों को अपने जहन में रखते हुए, आपके ज़ौक़ को अपनी नज़र में रखते हुए, तो देखते रहिए हमारा प्रोग्राम जिसका नाम है शरह अदब.
अदब जिंदगी की एक बामानी सरगर्मी है. जिंदगी में रंग है, जज्बों की अक्कासी है, शऊर व आगही है,
फन्नी फिक्री और जमालियाती जहतें क्या होती हैं.
जब हम एक शेर पढ़ते हैं तो हम वो शेर नहीं पढ़ते, हम पूरी जिंदगी पढ़ते.
क्या हमारे साथ इस प्रोग्राम में शारे होंगे प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर सैयद अहमद जिलानी.
जब आप इस प्रोग्राम को देखेंगे ये सैयारा रहने के काबिल न रहेगा. मैं कहता हूँ कि जिंदगी की मानवीयत खत्म हो जाएगी.
उर्दू अदब से शेर और नस्र
कम वक्त में ज्यादा शऊर हासिल करने के लिए जरूरी है कि हम मुताला अदब को अपनी जिंदगी का हिस्सा बनाएं.
और वो तमाम शायरी, वो तमाम नसर पारे जो आप सुनना चाहते हैं, समझना चाहते हैं.
आप जब मीर को सुनेंगे, जब आप हमारी जुबान से गालिब और इकबाल को सुनेंगे, आपकी जिंदगी में बालिदगी पैदा होगी. अगर अदब से आपका कम या ज्यादा ताल्लुक है,
आपकी समातों को अपने जहन में रखते हुए, आपके ज़ौक़ को अपनी नज़र में रखते हुए, तो देखते रहिए हमारा प्रोग्राम जिसका नाम है शरह अदब।
अदब जिंदगी की।
All right, we are back from the short break and हमारी मुलाकात हमने करवाई थी, आपकी मुलाकात करवाई थी अपने टीचर सीरत खान से, जो कि एक गवर्नमेंट टीचर भी हैं, जो कि इंटीरियर स्कूल में पढ़ाती हैं, गवर्नमेंट गर्ल्स हाई स्कूल सुलेमान सुमरो।
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I took the name right? सर इतना लंबा नाम था, मैंने से कहा मुझे याद नहीं हो रहा, ये बहुत बड़ा नाम है, कह रहे नहीं ये तो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के नाम तकरीबन इस तरह से होते हैं, किसी के नाम पे रखे जाते हैं।
Definitely.
अच्छा, तो आप वहाँ पढ़ा रही हैं, तो
Yes.
कितना टाइम हो गया आपको ये ज्वाइन किए हुए?
I'm going to complete 4 years now.
In that school?
Yeah, in that school.
Okay. तो इतने टाइम से आप इंटीरियर में पढ़ा रही हैं, कैसा एक्सपीरियंस जा रहा है आपकी जॉब का? क्योंकि आपकी फर्स्ट गवर्नमेंट जॉब तो आपकी
Exactly.
यही थी।
It was first.
कैसा एक्सपीरियंस जा रहा है गवर्नमेंट जॉब के साथ?
The experience of government job, especially in interior, it's quite
Yeah.
different. Different है as compared to private, because private sector में, you know that everything you got on the plate. You know, everything is available there. There are a lot of facilities, everything. There are a lot of luxuries in private. But as compared to government, when you go to the government side, there are restricted things and you have to manage in that. So the same thing happened, and you can say the greatest challenge there was that I was going to teach in the interior side, where the students were not known, they were not familiar to a lot of things. So yes, the great challenge was of language. First of all, language was something that gave me a tough time, where I was supposed to teach them in their language, and since I am a student of English medium, so it was very difficult to convey something or tell them, to teach them in the language they can understand. So initially तो मुझे बहुत problem हुई, but yes, actually you're a teacher, so you have to manage everything by your own. Exactly, by the time you have to manage, and the same thing happened to me. At last I managed things, and now what I do, I translate things into their language and I tell them, I convey them. So yes, teacher is a manager actually as well. Teacher is a good organizer too.
That
So
makes us a teacher.
exactly, that makes us a teacher.
You just mentioned some things that they were not aware about, a lot of things. What kind of things were you referring to?
Okay, like first of all, teaching girls, definitely once you're teaching girls, so there's a lack of confidence in them. They are not confident, and whenever I tell them to do the homework, to do the assignments, so they're like, ma'am, we were doing home chores, we were busy in that's why we couldn't do that, you know, because being in interior, definitely they're like us. They're not working out, they're not allowed to go out, they're not allowed to do their work by their wish. There are a lot of things they have to give the priority first. So the same thing happens there too. So in this way, I encourage them, I boost them. And also I've seen, like I've taught so many badges. What I see, कि 6 में एडमिशन हमारे पास बहुत अच्छे हो रहे थे इन 6 स्टैंडर्ड, बट वो मैट्रिक तक आते आते स्टूडेंट्स, अगर हमारे पास 30 की स्ट्रेंथ है, सो मैट्रिक तक आते आते हमारे पास 5 स्टूडेंट्स और 6 स्टूडेंट्स हो जाते हैं. इट्स बिकॉज दे आर नॉट गेटिंग एनी बूस्ट फ्रॉम एनीवेयर.
क्या ये अभी तक हो रहा है?
Exactly, it is happening, still it's happening, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the boost they're not getting. They should be boosted and encouraged, because they are coming out of their family, very restricted family, they are coming out to learn something, especially in villages. So I guess they're not getting the kind of encouragement and zeal which should be given to them to move them ahead.
I just want to ask one thing here, like have you or the school faculty, did they contacted their families?
Exactly, we did.
The one
there was a parents teacher meeting as well, we had that, and we called them and we talked. We talked to the parents, and the parents were like, we don't allow the kids to learn after matriculation. Even till the matriculation, they're so fed up. Maybe because of the education, it is getting tougher with the levels. It is going ahead. Maybe it's because of that, or maybe they're not getting the kind of boost they're supposed to get from their parents.
It's a sad thing.
Exactly, and you know what? Out of those 6 students in matric, only I have seen 1 to 2 students going to the intermediate, to the first year and intermediate level, to the college level. So I feel so bad because being a teacher, when you see your students sitting at home and doing nothing, you feel bad about it. And literally, it's not that they're not intelligent. It's not that they have no interest. They're quite interested in their studies. It's just they need a little boost. That's it. Otherwise, they can do so much. What I feel. Exactly.
अच्छा, आपने जैसे बताया कि आप डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट में काम कर चुके हैं, मैं मेंशन करना चाहूँगी, मैं नाज़रीन को पता होना चाहिए कि हमारी आज की मेहमान जो हैं वो 2 मास्टर डिग्रीज अपने साथ रखती हैं। पहली तो इन्होंने इंग्लिश में मास्टर्स किया हुआ है, दूसरा इन्होंने फार्मेसी में और डॉक्टर ऑफ मेडिसिन भी बन रही हैं, साथ साथ एमफिल भी कर रही हैं, बहुत सारी स्टडीज भी चल रही हैं अच्छा आपकी। और उसके साथ साथ जो है आपकी जॉब भी चल रही है और जॉब भी इंटीरियर में चल रही है, काफी टफ हेक्टिक रूटीन हो जाती होगी।
Exactly.
कैसे मैनेज करती हैं सब चीजों को और स्टिल यू आर लिविंग अवे फ्रॉम योर फैमिली एज वेल?
Exactly. That's whole credit goes to my husband. I want to talk about him right now here.
Sure.
Also to my in-laws. Definitely, it's just because of them. Because I have seen, like, I have observed a lot of families. I have seen a lot of people. So I wasn't expecting this much support, this much care from them. But yeah, I am getting, because usually, you know, in the kind of society where you're living, you don't get to see such families.
It's just casual.
You don't get to see such families where you're getting a boost or you're getting the encouragement, especially being the daughter-in-law in somebody else's house. It's quite a difficult, because once you go into another family, you get a lot of responsibilities, and definitely your husband expects you to be at home and to take care of the people and all. But the case is quite different. Alhamdulillah, touch wood, that I haven't got such thing. Yeah, I'm so lucky in this, that my husband, he cooperates a lot. He supports me a lot in everything. Not only my husband, my in-laws, they're also. They are quite supportive, just because of their support in my family also. My own family, just because of all my family members, I am doing a lot of things together.
Okay, and that's quite good to know. अच्छा, आपने काउंटी कैम्ब्रिज स्कूल में भी 3 साल तकरीबन काम किया है।
Yes.
तो अच्छा, एक प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट से निकलकर सारे आपने जितने भी एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर किए थे, आप डोमिनो में पढ़ा चुकी हैं, आप किंगवर्ड में पढ़ा चुकी हैं, तो ये सारे प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं।
Yeah, exactly.
और प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट से निकलकर एक गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट में जाकर पढ़ाना, ये डिफरेंस आपने किस तरह से मैनेज किया? कि प्राइवेट में जो फैसिलिटीज होती हैं वो डिफरेंट होती हैं और जो गवर्नमेंट में फैसिलिटीज होती हैं वो बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होती हैं।
Indeed.
तो ये किस तरह से आपने मैनेज किया है? इतना टाइम आपने वहाँ काम करके फिर वहाँ गई है।
Again, I like to take challenges in my life, actually, and that was one of the challenges I took. So, going to government institute, working there without electricity around, that was a challenge. Because yes, electricity even it's not available there. Teachers are going there. Even, exactly.
यहाँ आप गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स माशाल्लाह से बहुत तरक्की कर चुके हैं और शहर की बात अलग है।
Exactly. Interior side पे, village side पे, things are quite different. It's not only challenging for the teachers, also for the students. We should be proud of the students who are coming there and starting such hotness, but they are managing. So yes, moving from the private sector to the government sector, it was quite different. बहुत different था, manage करने में थोड़ी सी difficulty हुई this year. But yes, as I said earlier, that if you want to do something in your life and you intend to do that, so you do that initially. There are challenges, but ultimately you do that and you achieve it. So this is what happened.
यहाँ मैं कुछ और बातें भी ऐड करना चाहूँगी कि एज अ वॉइस ओवर आर्टिस्ट भी आप काम कर चुकी हैं। मैं ये सारे एक्सपीरियंस भी जानूंगी। एज अ होस्ट भी आप काम कर चुकी हैं और एज अ स्पीकर भी आप बहुत जगह पर परफॉर्म कर चुकी हैं, ट्रेनर भी रह चुकी हैं, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस भी आप दे रही हैं। तो ये इतना सब कुछ मतलब एक आपकी जो रूटीन है वो काफी हेक्टिक रही होगी। ऑनलाइन क्लासेस वगैरह भी देती हैं, कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे? पहले तो आप ये बताएंगे कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप ऑनलाइन क्लासेस देती हैं इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज?
It's like there's an application, Zoom application, so I go definitely I give the classes there. Actually, when you're stuck in a lot of things, you cannot go for the physical classes and teach the students in physical there. So there were some of my contacts who wanted to learn language from me. They contacted me and they said, "Ma'am, we want to learn from you the language." I said, "I cannot give you the classes in physical, but yeah, I can manage online classes." So from there it started. And also, I don't know, I have that thing in myself that I always want to try something new. I hadn't tried it, and I have seen a lot of people doing online stuff. Now I said, why can't I use this technology? Why can't I go and do that? So I did it.
And what about the other extracurricular activities that you perform?
Yes, voiceover projects. I love speaking, especially English language. Yeah, especially English language. I love speaking it. So I got this opportunity again from one of my colleagues. He manages it all, like he is the organizer of voiceover projects. So he offered me, I accepted. Again, that was something new. I hadn't done it before and I wanted to do it. So I did it. I enjoyed it a lot. Enjoyed.
Okay. और यहाँ पर मैं एक और चीज़ भी पूछना चाहूँगी. जैसे आपने बहुत सारे लोगों के यहाँ नाम मेंशन किए, बट एक होता है कि ये क्लिक मोमेंट होता है एक इंसान की लाइफ में. So who was your inspiration to be a teacher? Everybody must have pushed you to it.
Exactly.
But there must be some kind of a person who inspired you to be a teacher. So who was that?
Okay, the one who actually made me start all this, who made me realize that I should do that, she was Miss Shahida Hassan.
She was your school teacher?
She was my school teacher. She used to boost me a lot. Like from 6th standard, she started boosting me because I used to give presentations, I used to give debates, and I used to participate in a lot of other things, acting and other extracurricular activities. So she saw something in me. She said, you can be a good teacher, Seerat. She was actually, one day she was predicting the professions of every student. So I was sitting there as well. I said, ma'am, what do you predict about me? Personally, I want to be a doctor. So what do you predict about me? So she said, I don't know, Seerat, you want to be a doctor yourself, but I see that you're going to be a teacher. I said, ma'am, I don't want to be a teacher because, being the kid of 6th standard, not from initially. Like, I'm telling you, I was in 6th standard, so there I hadn't thought that I have to be a teacher because, this is the stereotype actually in our society that a lot of people, since you get birth, a lot of people keep on telling all the girls to be a doctor and all the boys to be an engineer. So the same thing happened to me. Everyone wanted me to be a doctor. And so this was something that stayed in my mind, and I always used to think that I have to be a doctor. So one day when my teacher told that you're going to be a teacher someday, so I said, no, I don't want, because my whole family wants me to be a doctor. So that was a stage. She is the pioneer in my life. And then later on, yes, she asked me to take admission in Engr Institute, as I told you. And there, Sir Iqbal, I met him. He is the best guide I ever got. And he got me on this teaching track.
And what about your family? Like you talked about your in-laws and your husband, but what about your
I want to talk about my mother here. She has departed, but yes, I want to talk about her right now. That there are a lot of people in your life who see you and they feel good about you. And there are a lot of people who feel proud looking at you. So my mother was the one. She used to be so proud at me whenever she used to see me doing debates and being participated in a lot of things. She always asked me to do whatever I want. She never stopped me actually. She never asked me to stay home, do chores and to not go out. I just used to tell her, Ami, I want to do this. And she was like, okay, fine. If you think this is fine for you, go ahead and do this. And she was the happiest soul ever seeing me progressing. And I have to say this today, that wherever I am today, it's just because of my parents, not only because of my mother, my father. I don't think so that any girl who achieves something in her life is just because of herself. It's not that. There's an entire team, beside or behind her. And it is my parents, my father, his trust. Without his trust, I could not do anything. He trusted me for a lot of things I wanted to do. Though, the kind of society we are living in, there are a lot of people who keep on, pushing that why are you allowing your daughter to go out and work and all. So my father never relied.
You mentioned your aunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to talk about them as well, because I think कि हमारे जो राब्ता है वो कंट्रोल रूम का वो हो चुका होगा अब तक, और हम जो है वो बात कर रहे हैं उन्हीं के हवाले से, तो बेचारी की वो लाइव भी सुन लें जो भी बातें हम कह रही हैं। और वो गुफ्तगू भी जारी
Yes,
रखना।
exactly.
क्योंकि आप मुझे बता रहे थे कि किस तरह से उन्होंने भी आपको इनकरेज किया और किस तरह से जो है वो हमेशा
Exactly,
आपको
talking
guide
about the people who played quite important role in my life to bring me where I am today. I cannot forget my aunts. Yes, I have got 4, and all of them are quite boosting and supportive. They are like my mother, and they've always been a very good guide, very good support, and I have never heard no from them ever.
इंटरप्ट करना चाहूंगी बिकॉज हमारे साथ लाइव कॉल पर मिस नाहिद मौजूद है जिनसे हम बात कर रहे हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम एंड वेलकम टू द शो। हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। वालेकुम अस्सलाम मैम, हाउ आर यू?
सॉरी, आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही।
अब आ रही है मेरी आवाज?
जी
जी जी मैम, हाउ आर यू एंड वेलकम टू माय शो।
जी, दोबारा बोलिएगा प्लीज।
मैम आवाज आ रही है? कुछ इशू है आई थिंक। मैं चाह रही हूँ कि कॉल दोबारा लगाई जाए और उनसे पूछा जाए कि अगर कोई इशू है सिग्नल्स का तो वहाँ पर वो क्लियर कर ले जाए। यहाँ तक हम बात कर रहे थे, मैम कंटिन्यू करें ताकि हम बीच में फिर से इंटरप्ट कर सकें।
Sure. So yes, talking about my aunt, I have got 4. All of them are quite supportive, and as I was saying that I've never heard no from them ever. Whenever I need anything, wherever I want to go, whatever I want to do, I just ask, I make a call and I talk to them, and they're like, okay, fine,
And
go
she's
ahead,
live
we are
again.
with you. Sure.
She's live again. Assalamu alaikum ma'am and welcome to my show.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
कैसी हैं मैम? ठीक है, खैरियत से हैं? Somebody is speaking behind her. मैम आप सुन सकती हैं हमें? जी जी जी। आपकी एक अदर भतीजी हमारे साथ आज लाइव शो में मौजूद हैं और मिस सीरत ने हमें आज ज्वाइन किया है और आपसे बात करना चाहती थी। सबसे पहले तो मैम मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग सच अ गुड टीचर टू हर एंड अ गाइड, और बाकी सारी बातें तो मैं सीरत खुद करेंगी। मिस सीरत
एक्चुअली मैं तो बहुत प्राउड फील हो रहा हूँ, वेरी प्राउड, क्योंकि अभी रिसेंटली वी गॉट अ बेस्ट टीचर अवार्ड। शी इज सो क्यूट एंड सो हार्ड वर्कर। माशाल्लाह जो ये सोचती है ये अचीव है जिसको अल्लाह।
Miss Seerat, do you want to say something? It's a platform to appreciate each other because both of you are teachers, so I must appreciate you both as well because our society is like building something because of you guys.
Exactly. Yes, as I was saying earlier, that in my family, parents, sister, brother, and my aunts, these are the pillars of my life, and she is one of them. She is one of the pillars of my life. I call her Baji. I never call her Puppo. You can conclude from here the relation between us. मैं उनको बाजी कहती हूँ, कभी पुप्पो नहीं कहती. She is actually like my mother. I always, whenever I am in trouble, I have the list of some people जिन्हें मैं call करती हूँ, and she is one of them. I always make a call and I tell her, नाइट बाजी ये problem है, please sort it out, and she's like, okay fine, no issue at all. This is the solution. Go for it. And that's it. So she's been quite a booster. And yes, I guess 2 days back I had to go somewhere. I was going to receive the award of best teacher, as she mentioned it.
Thank you.
Welcome. So I called her and I said, Night Baji, I want to go there because there's no one around to go, and I want to be with someone while going there. So she said, okay, I'm here. So she never says no to me. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
And there I would like to ask, what kind of student you were to her?
You can ask her.
Yeah. Are you with us?
Actually, it was जब हम खुद मैं कॉलेज पे हूँ as an assistant professor in government college.
Yeah.
ये खुद मेरे बड़े भाई को सीरत के फादर हैं। सब उनकी मेहनत का नतीजा है। वो एजुकेशन को लेके, फ्यूचर को लेके इतने ज्यादा एक्साइटेड होते हैं कि जब तक हम अपने गोल अचीव न कर लें, वो हमें पुशअप करते रहता है। तो अल्लाह ताला उनके हजूर जिंदगी दे। आज जो हम लोग कुछ हैं, जो हम जिन बच्चों को गाइड कर रहे हैं, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ हिम।
अच्छा मैं यहाँ ये मैं पूछ रही थी, सवाल मेरा ये था कि आपके लिए ये एज अ स्टूडेंट कैसी रहेंगी? मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी कि आपके लिए एज अ स्टूडेंट में सीरत किस तरह से रही है, लाइक किस तरह से टैकल किया उन्होंने सब चीज़ों को, जब आप उन्हें कोई भी चीज़ पढ़ाती थी, कोई भी चीज़ सिखाती थी, तो ये इस चीज़ को कैसे टैकल करती थी? आई सपोज उन्हें मेरी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है, मेरी कंट्रोल रूम से रिक्वेस्ट है कि वो एक बार चेक कर लें, अगर कॉल ड्रॉप हो गई है तो काइंडली हमें बता दीजिए ताकि हम अपनी बात कंटिन्यू करें। आर यू विद अस? जी जी मैम, मेरा ये सवाल था कि ये एज अ स्टूडेंट आपके लिए कैसी रही है, लाइक कभी तंग किया है, कभी परेशान किया है, या हमेशा हर चीज हैप्पी को लगी रही?
माशाल्लाह बहुत नाइस है ये, हमेशा स्टडी के मामले में सबसे आगे रही है। बस इन्हें एक टारगेट होता था मेरा चीज करना होता था, उन्हें जस्ट हम इसके माइनर समझे हेल्प करते थे, ये अपने भाई तक खुद पहुंचे थी, कभी परेशान नहीं किया, बस अपनी स्टडी और जो आज भी है माशाल्लाह इन्हें उधर बहुत अपना सीखो थे।
अच्छा,
बहुत नाराज है, बहुत केयरिंग लविंग, मतलब
थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस टुडे। और बस आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगी या दैट्स ऑल?
To her?
Yeah.
नहीं, thank you so much. Rest I can
Thank you
talk
so
at
much for
home.
joining us. और मैम have a good day. Okay, so हमारी बात हो रही थी अभी टीचर नाहिद से, जो कि इनकी फूफो भी रह चुकी है, आंटी भी रह चुकी है, लेकिन साथ साथ एक टीचर और एक गाइड भी रह चुकी है, तो उनसे भी हमारी जो है वो गुफ्तगू जारी थी। और उसके अलावा मैं यहाँ पर ये पूछना चाहूँगी कि अगर हम एक टीचर को देखते हैं तो हमारे जहन में किताबें आती हैं, हमेशा हर कोई यही कहता है यार अब तो टीचर है, आप तो पढ़ सकते हैं, किताबें हैं, लेकिन कुछ ऐसे भी होते हैं कि यार सिलेबस से हटकर भी तो हम रीडिंग कर सकते हैं।
Exactly.
So were you a book reader from the start, or were you just with the curriculum thing?
I've been a book reader, definitely. Being a student, you're asking, right?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
a student. So I feel that once you're studying, you're not supposed to get stuck with the books, with syllabus, with the studying and all. There has to be co-curricular activities, like extra curricular activities are there in the private sector as well. अब तो बहुत ज़्यादा ही private sector भी, also the government sector, they are bringing up, because I feel कि student just bookworm बन के रह जाते हैं, because if they keep on studying and they are just into their books, they are not doing anything else, they become kind of rude personalities. Yes, I have seen the people who are just into their books, वो बहुत ज़्यादा rude होते हैं.
And I want to interrupt you here because we have a live call. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Is there anyone on call? Yes. Assalamu alaikum. We can't hear you. कॉल ड्रॉप हो चुकी है। आई होप जो भी हमें कॉल कर रहे थे वो दोबारा कॉल करेंगे, ताकि जो है हमारा जो है आपसे रब्ता भी हो सके और बात भी हो सके। पता नहीं कोई शायद आपके कोई फ्रेंड वगैरह, शायद कोई स्टूडेंट कॉल कर रहे थे, आई डोंट नो व्हाट दैट, बट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्टूडेंट्स बीइंग रूड।
Exactly. I feel they should go for some co-curricular activities, because some changes are always very good in your life, so there should be good changes. Change is very important, as this is a tagline that there has to be a change in your life. Change is good. So yes, I feel, and I was also the same student कि कभी भी I was not only into the books but also in the other co-curricular activities also, like as I mentioned earlier, speeches, debates and other things.
Again we have a live call. Assalamu alaikum.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। कौन है हमारे साथ और कहाँ से बात कर रहे हैं?
तुमसे ही पूछने में कौन बात कर रहा, नहीं पहचानी।
He's my husband.
Okay. ये मजा आ रहा है।
जी, आपसे मजीद नाम है मेरा।
सर वेलकम टू माय शो। अच्छा, कैसे मिजाज जी के, खैरियत से हैं?
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
कैसा लग रहा है आपकी वाइफ यहाँ पर हमारे साथ एज अ टीचर हमारी गेस्ट बनकर बैठी हुई हैं और अपनी लाइफ के कुछ कैसे शेयर कर रही हैं, आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
नहीं, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और जो है प्राउड फील कर रहा हूँ। एक्चुअली शी इज नॉट ओनली द गुड टीचर, शी इज ऑल्सो अ गुड वाइफ, बहुत अच्छी एक इंसान, अच्छी बहू। और मीन्स के अभी हमारे 8 to 9 months हुए हमारी मैरिज को, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इट इज गोइंग गुड।
अगर मैं आपकी बात का मतलब निकालूं तो ये है कि एक इंसान को जितना अच्छा होना चाहिए ये उतनी अच्छी है।
नहीं, अच्छा होना चाहिए। दूसरा ये चीज है कि मैनेज भी करना चाहिए।
हाँ,
हर चीज को एक तरीके से मैनेज करना ताकि किसी को शिकायत ना हो। तो ये हर एक की बस की बात नहीं है एक्चुअली, कि हर चीज को देखना। इवन के ये एमफिल इनका चल रहा है, एमफिल है, अभी एमफिल कर रही है, इनका रिसर्च चल रहा है, वो देखना। फिर साथ साथ इनकी जॉब है, फिर इवनिंग में ये क्लासेस रहती हैं इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज की, वो लगे। फिर घर को देखना, फिर हर एक को देखना है, मतलब कि हर एक की जो है ख्वाहिशात को पूरा करना, उनके किसी को शिकायत ना होने का मौका देना, ये चीज जो है ना
बहुत अच्छी बात
कोई
है।
आसान बात नहीं है।
जिस तरह से वो बता रहे हैं बड़े अच्छी तरीके से मैनेज भी कर रही हैं और चीजों को लेकर भी चल रही है। मैं यहाँ से एक सवाल करना चाहूंगी, वो ये कि
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है। हेलो
जी जी
हेलो
जी, क्या आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हेलो जी जी जी, आप आ रही
जी
है।
जी जी, मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक सवाल करना चाहूंगी, वो ये है कि जब ये वीकेंड्स पे कहती है कि मैं इन-लॉज के पास या फिर अपने हस्बैंड के पास जाती हूँ, तो क्या ये वहाँ पर भी टीचर खेलती हैं या फिर तब ये नॉर्मल होती है? क्योंकि पूरा टाइम ये स्टूडेंट्स के साथ होती है, हर वक्त मैं अगर कहूँ 24/7 ये स्टूडेंट्स के साथ होती है। तो क्या ये घर पर भी यही चीजें कर रही होती है या फिर वहाँ पर ये नॉर्मल बिहेव कर रही होती है?
नहीं, मैं यही कहा कि हर एक को टाइम देना, अपनी प्रोफेशन को टाइम देना, अपनी फील्ड को टाइम देना, फिर अपने लॉज को टाइम देना, हस्बैंड को टाइम देना। तो माशाल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हर चीज को मैनेज करके चल रही है और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है और रियली मुझे बहुत प्राउड फील होता है that she is my wife.
Actually, you know what? I'm quite a different person with him. It's not like you asked. Let me answer the question you asked. Whenever I go to my in-laws, like to my husband, I'm quite a different person. We're like friends. We fight, we discuss, we argue, and then we talk. So this is how we are. Recently, before your interview, we had an argument. I wasn't expecting his call, and he called. That is a surprise. So that's how we are actually. You know, we fight and we talk.
Sweet, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
इसी तरह से होना
He's
चाहिए।
more than a friend to me. He's more than a husband to me. The relation is different, literally.
Okay, and sir, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you so much.
अच्छा, तो हम बात कर रहे थे बुक्स के हवाले से। Is there any recommendation that you would love to give to the students who are watching us?
Yes, I will definitely recommend relevant to English language because
sure.
I have been into the reading of English language books for the basic learners. Because being a basic learner, I have seen the students get in a lot of trouble in understanding the basic things of language. So there's quite a good book that I want to recommend here. That is Rain and Martin. Everyone knows, I guess. Everyone must know about it, and those who don't know, they should go through it because there are a lot of good exercises, a lot of good compositions for the learners, for the basic learners, and everything is in detail. So I guess I always recommend my students that book. And also, it is quite easy. It is not that difficult. कुछ difficult languages नहीं है, difficult language या difficult words नहीं है. Everything is quite easy.
Okay, so you can just learn English. You can just learn English at home as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's quite handy to
Here
get.
we have another line. Assalamu alaikum. Who is with us?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम जी, कौन बात कर रही है और कहाँ से बात कर रही है?
It's Rita Dev.
Okay.
What's the name again?
Rita.
Sorry,
Rita.
you are not audible.
She's Rita.
Rita. Okay. Is she a student?
She is my friend.
She is your friend. Assalamu alaikum. कैसी हैं आप? ठीक हैं?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। मैं ठीक, आप कैसी हैं?
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, खैरियत से हूँ। और प्रोग्राम एंजॉय कर रही हैं? देख रही हैं आप प्रोग्राम?
सॉरी,
प्रोग्राम देख रही हैं? मैंने कहा।
आपकी आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है।
अच्छा, आवाज थोड़ी सी कम आ रही है। क्या आप प्रोग्राम देख रही हैं, शुरू से देख रही हैं, एंजॉय कर रही हैं? आपकी फ्रेंड यहाँ पर बैठी हुई है।
जी जी, I really enjoyed the show and I just want to tell my friend that I'm really proud of her. I'm really glad to see her there.
Okay. और मिस आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी अपनी फ्रेंड से?
Actually,
कैसे दोस्ती हुई, मुझे तो ये जानना है।
I met her at County.
अच्छा।
I told you that I have done the job there and I met her there. Though we were in the different sections. Okay, she was teaching different standards. She's a teacher there too, and currently she is in Karachi as well. She's married and now she's living in Karachi. And yes, she used to be in different section. I used to be in different section. We just actually the interview was on the same day. We went for the interview, that appointment interview. So it was on the same day. There I met her for the first time, and then we both were appointed for different standards for different subjects. And then I remember we used to have a casual talk, and once there was Valentine. You can expect on Valentine, if a girl is giving you flower and a chocolate and you're looking at her and you're like, literally you love me that much?
It's official, it's day now.
yeah, exactly. It should be. You know, it is for the friends too, and that's how it began. That's how it really made me feel, yeah, she's so sweet. She came to me with the flower and with the chocolate and she handed me that, and I was literally looking at her, Rita, literally have you brought it for me? So she was like, yeah, this is for you. So there it all started. Otherwise we used to have the casual talk, and it's still, alhamdulillah, we are in contact. So she's one of those friends who celebrates my achievement, my things, and I'm lucky to have her actually.
You are quite lucky in relations. मैं अगर कहूँगी
Alhamdulillah.
friends or in-laws, husband, अगर
Exactly.
students, in every way you are blessed with that.
And she is also taught at Rockford. She is also taught at Rockford.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she's been a teacher there too.
Sure. अच्छा, यहाँ पर मैं सोच रही हूँ काफी सारी बातें हो गई, तो एक छोटा सा गेम भी खेल लेते हैं. Are you ready for that?
Sure, sure.
There's a segment in my program that's called rapid fire, जिसमें आपके पास सिर्फ 5 seconds होते हैं आंसर करने के लिए. So I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you just have 5 seconds to answer that question. Okay? Just tell me the answer. Whatever comes to your mind first, you should just have to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I should go for it.
Okay. So the first question is something that you love to do.
Eating.
What do you love to eat?
Chocolates, burgers, pizzas. I'm the eater.
Okay, don't just eat.
no.
Okay. Favorite quotation and or poetry of your all time.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Okay. What could your students be surprised to find out about you? Anything that you just never told them.
Okay. Did I have to tell them?
Yeah.
There's nothing. I share everything with my students. I'm quite
You have
frank.
already shared
I'm quite
everything
frank.
with me.
Yeah, everything. I share everything with my students.
Is there nothing that you?
Not personal, definitely. Definitely not personal.
Okay.
But yes, which I was supposed to share, I have shared everything.
What's your dream vacations?
Don't ask.
Like you have quite a lot, I know.
Exactly. I'm the person who loves hanging out at different places. I literally want to explore the entire world. This is, you can consider me, you can consider it's my last wish before dying. I really want to visit the entire world. I would go on the world tour.
They will make sure of it. What makes you happy, except for eating?
Hanging out.
Hanging
out, watching movies makes me happy.
Makes you happy, okay. But like whenever you are having a bad day, you will just watch a movie and your mood will.
Yeah, even if I'm in a bad mood, I call my sister and I say, she drives basically, so I call her and I say I want to go out and eat something. She says, yeah, eat something at the end. So she takes me out and we eat and my mood is fine. I talk, I share with her. Actually, this was not asked, but I have to share here that my best friend is my sister. Whenever I'm in trouble, whatever, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm angry, I call her.
That was the next question.
I call her and I tell her everything.
Okay.
So she's the one.
Okay, so I must need to have a friend like my sister. Can you give me her number?
Sure.
I'll just call her.
She'll be
right
your
away
friend too.
and-
She'll become your friend too.
I'll
She's
call
like
her
that.
right away and we'll ask her to go somewhere.
Sure.
That's a good thing. Dude. Acha, what's your favorite song of all time?
Whole time, See You Again. I really like it.
The
See You
Wiz
Again.
Khalifa and all that?
That Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah,
See
the
You
Wiz
Again.
Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Okay. See see you again. I hope you do. Okay, then, name any of your 5 best students, old or new, whatever, who were just inspired you in some kind of way. 5 best students.
Okay, 5 most, I must say 5 most submissive students I've ever got, and I was so proud of them, because usually when it comes to gender, when it comes to girls, girls are always nice. They're the nicest creature, I always say. But yes, when it comes to boys, they're not always. So, Alhamdulillah, I have come across so many students, though they were boys, but gender was not the hurdle. Gender was not the reason. They were so nice, so submissive, so respectful to me, and I still remember those students. Yes, I would like to call here Daniel. He's been my student, and mashallah, he's in foreign now. He's working on his goals. He's quite hard worker, and I love having such students. So he was one of my students. Even calling his name is proud myself, because he's been my student. Also, there is Ahmed and Noman. Sorry if I'm forgetting any name. There are a lot of students. Other students are going to mind it. You know, it's going live, literally.
You can take more than 5
and
if you are proud of that.
Yes, Yusra is there, and there are a lot of the students, but all the students are very nice.
All.
Thank
That
you.
is nice.
Yes.
Mind लीजिए अगर सबके
Please.
नाम लिए गए.
Yeah, exactly.
किसी ने किसी मत में भी पढ़ा है, बिल्कुल सबके नाम लिए गए.
All are very nice.
ठीक है. What 3 qualities do you think a teacher must have?
Consistency, discipline, and a good personality.
Good personality. I would love to talk about that after this game. Okay, weirdest rumor you have heard about yourself? As you have been in so many fields.
Okay, yeah.
It was a vast,
exactly. There are a lot of. What should I tell you?
You can share all of them. I don't mind.
Okay. Weirdest rumor. What to tell? It's quite funny even. That I'm quite attitudeful.
हाँ, ये तो सबके बारे में सुना जाता है. किसी ने सुना ही अभी तक.
And everyone. Even I've got a title as well from my university mates. That attitude, I don't know, that was attitude girl, attitude kudi, that was something. I used to be considered a lot of like very attitude person, very attitudeful person.
You
that
seem
I'm
to be,
quite,
but
yeah.
you don't.
Everyone says the same. Why? Do I look attitudeful from my face? Why do I look attitudeful from my face?
Why? Because you were all into studies and all that all of the time. So
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
why maybe they get the idea.
Maybe.
And anything else? You told me that you have a lot of.
No, I don't want to share it here. I don't want to share it here. No.
ठीक है, एक काफी है, कोई बात नहीं, मेरा एक ही पूछा
Okay,
था.
fine.
What inspires you the most? A thing, anything that inspires you the most. Any kind of feeling. It can be an emotion or reaction.
What inspires me in a person in a life where? Like in what aspect?
Anything like, for suppose when you see a person smile, it inspires you to be something good. That kind of thing, I'm asking.
Yes,
You can just think about it because we have a live call here.
sure.
Assalamu alaikum. Who is with us? Hello.
हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम
वालेकुम अस्सलाम मैम. कैसी हैं आप? ठीक हैं?
सीरत खान शो
अच्छा, कौन बात कर रही है?
हेलो
I just couldn't hear you. What's your name?
उरुसा
Urusa. Miss Urusa is here with us. Is she your colleague?
one of
She's
the
my
colleagues
best
of
friend.
Seerat Khan
And
and
your
also the best friend.
Here it comes interesting part. Okay, so welcome to my show, Miss Urusa. कैसी हैं आप? खैरियत से हैं? ठीक है? सब सही जा रहा है?
Alhamdulillah, ठीक ठाक. How are you?
I'm good, I'm fine. और जैसे कि आप देख सकती हैं कि आपकी एक बेस्ट फ्रेंड हमारे साथ एक प्रोग्राम में मौजूद है. मिस सीरत, जिनसे हमारी गुफ्तगू जारी थी. रैपिड फायर राउंड चल रहा था, पर उसके दरमियान में आपकी कॉल आ गई, तो हमने सोचा कि क्यों ना आपसे बात कर ली जाए. यहीं पर सारे राज खोल लेंगे. तो फिर सबसे पहले तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप अपनी दोस्त से? कैसा लग रहा है आपको इनको यहाँ पर देखकर?
Love to see this. Like she is a mashallah talented one and hard working as well. And motivated and good speaker. And we can say like in our group, she was the best English speaker and whatever she says, we just love that.
must agree with that. Miss, what do you want to say to her?
Yes, I want to say
we are with you.
that she is my
trying to say
secret keeper.
something.
She is my secret keeper. She knows whole me. If you want to know anything about me, you can ask her.
What was the weirdest rumor she have ever heard
Started
about
our
herself?
job in 2018 and made us know about each other. 2018 to 2022.
Okay. So
I want to give her one credit.
Sure.
Before joining my job and before meeting her, I was the person. I am actually. I don't mingle with people very quickly. You know, it takes time. So maybe I was the one, but I'm not the same person, because definitely with time you groom yourself. So I've groomed myself in that, I must say. But I'm not the one who takes first step to talk to somebody. I'm that person. And she is the one who talks to everybody. She has got a huge circle of friends, and I have got very selected list of friends. So she is the one who is friend to everybody.
it's everybody's best friend's fear.
Exactly.
Literally. I must agree. If my best friend would be saying this, she would agree with me.
Yeah, exactly. And when I met her, I hadn't gone to any restaurant of Autobahn. I hadn't gone anywhere. She took me everywhere. Almost we tasted every food of every restaurant together with the third partners. Literally. हमें just एक मैसेज आना होता था Friday sale का, and we used to go there.
She's saying something. Yes, ma'am? Hello. Yes, we are listening.
We used to go like whenever the shopping or they were both meet at rest of the area. Yes, we love that play games and different kinds of plays. And we used to love with her.
And people call her twins actually, because we used to do the dressing the same way. We used to dress up the same way. So all the staff members in our school used to call us twins.
Yes?
People used to call that when you have a twin sister, you are a twin sister. Then Seerat Khan and you both are a sister. But because you used to wear the same style of frock or dressing.
Exactly. When you guys are talking about the same thing.
Check out the chemistry.
Yes. We can just see that. So, ma'am, is there anything else you would love to share?
I would love to thank you so much for receiving my call.
It was our pleasure, and this is a platform that where we appreciate each other.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, thank you so much for joining us. Have a good day. So, back to our game.
But okay, talking about the best friend, I want to interrupt here.
Sure.
And I want to say that my niece was sitting right here
Yeah, sure.
with us. She is my best friend too. Her name is Aisha Khan, because she's just staring at me that you have called everybody's name and you haven't called my name. So yeah, she's my friend. She's in everything. She share her snacks, juice, everything with me. I eat along with her, and she's my best bud. Love you.
And she's quite cute as well.
She is.
Okay, so my next question is favorite colleague to work with?
Urusa.
Urusa.
Yeah,
Like,
the one who called.
But what about now? Where you're working right
Currently,
now? Anyone that you share all of your problems with there at the workplace?
no.
No one? Sorry. I tried. I literally tried. Okay, so what is your favorite memory of school as a kid? Like when you were studying?
Yeah. I remember that was, I guess, yes, that was the day of the result announcement. I
Of
was
which
in
class?
8th standard.
Kids.
Okay, that was our final day of result. We were standing in the ground in the queue. Everyone was there. There were teachers on the stage. They were announcing the result, and then they announced. And I was literally, I was the insane student. I always wanted to be in tops. I always wanted to secure first position, second, third, or what. So literally at that day I started crying, because when I heard the teacher speaking that the first position goes to dash, the second position goes to dash, till second I lost my all hopes. I said, I'm not first, neither I'm second. I've lost it. Literally, I'm not going to
take
I
your
had
position
taken
as
all,
well.
literally, I had taken all the decisions standing there. I'm not going to pursue my studies now. It's over now. I'm not going to study. How is it possible that I haven't got anything? And when the result was announced and I got the 3rd position, she called me on the stage, and still I have that photograph of mine that is quite ugly, that I'm receiving award with the tears in my eyes with 2 breads ahead, and that's quite a memorable thing that happened to me, that I'm receiving the 3rd position trophy with the tears in my eyes. It's just because I could not get 2nd and 1st.
But I get the idea that it wouldn't be your favorite one.
It's not my favorite.
I just asked you about the favorite
one, but it makes me happy. It makes me smile whenever I, recall all that. Yeah, the favorite memory in school. There's no favorite one in the school. I was always into studies. I was always into the race that I have to be first. I have to do that. I have to do this. So I was such a student.
About that after the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything good you have achieved so far this year? I'm just talking about this year.
Sitting here and being interviewed.
Wow.
This is my achievement.
Okay. 3 words somebody would describe you with.
Me. If I describe myself in 3 words.
Oh yeah. If somebody else would define.
From the people's point of view?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm moody.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm what? I am quite ambitious. And the 3rd one is I'm quite foodie.
Again. Okay. And what about you? How are you going to describe yourself with the 3 words? The same thing.
With the 3 words, okay.
Because I want them to be answered. Just kahenge to sunenge na.
Okay. So yes, the first is the same, foodie. Everyone knows.
Foodie upar aa gaya ekdam.
Yeah. And secondly is you can say a bit introvert.
Bit introvert.
And the 3rd is
she's saying something. She's continuously saying something.
She's giving me the hint. Okay. 3rd is not that bad. Not that bad.
ऐसा नहीं.
Exactly. I'm not that bad.
What makes your connection with your students? There has to be something.
My frank nature with them. I'm quite frank with my students. I always give them the space to share things they want.
Okay. And they must have been blessed with the best. Okay. If you ever have to change your profession, what would you choose?
I don't think so that I'm ever going to change my profession, because now I'm enjoying my profession. I don't want to change it. I love it.
Okay. What best thing about being a teacher?
An influencer.
Okay.
You have the influence of a lot of people's life.
Okay. What object do you often misplace or lose?
I almost displace everything and forget where I placed it. Literally, I'm quite a sketchy.
Okay.
So yes, almost a lot of things. I misplaced a lot of things, and then I got panicked that I've lost it. I'm not going to get it back, and I started
Eventually
reciting a
you
lot
see
of
that.
duas, and then I got it back. This is what happens to me.
ऐसा करना चाहिए.
Yeah.
The dream to be. What do you want to be now? Like, what's the next step?
There are a lot of things to achieve. There are a lot of things. It's not the end yet.
Can you name 3?
My wish is to be a lecturer at university level. My wish is to do PhD from foreign. My wish is to be, okay, one of my wishes is just got fulfilled. I always wanted to be interviewed by a pretty girl. That's happening now.
Okay. And I'm quite honored to do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm quite enjoying it. Okay,
Same
and
here.
और यहाँ पर हमारा रैपिड फायर राउंड हो गया है खत्म और यहाँ लेते हैं एक शॉर्ट ब्रेक. कहीं मत जाइएगा, देखते रहिए टीआर प्रोड्यूसर साइमन जैक्सन.
अदब जिंदगी की एक बामानी सरगर्मी है. जिंदगी में रंग है, जज्बों की अक्कासी है, शऊर आगही है.
फन्नी, फिक्री और जमालियाती जहतें क्या होती हैं?
जब हम एक शेर पढ़ते हैं तो हम वो शेर नहीं पढ़ते, हम पूरी जिंदगी पढ़ते हैं.
क्या हमारे साथ इस प्रोग्राम में शारे होंगे प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर सैयद अतीक अहमद जिलानी.
जब आप इस प्रोग्राम को देखेंगे ये सैयारा रहने के काबिल न रहेगा. मैं कहता हूँ कि जिंदगी की मानवीयत खत्म हो जाएगी.
उर्दू अदब से शेर और नस्र
कम वक्त में ज्यादा शऊर हासिल करने के लिए जरूरी है कि हम मुताला अदब को अपनी ज़िंदगी का हिस्सा बनाएं।
और वो तमाम शायरी, वो तमाम नसर पारे जो आप सुनना चाहते हैं, समझना चाहते हैं।
आप जब मीर को सुनेंगे, जब आप हमारी ज़ुबान से गालिब और इकबाल को सुनेंगे, आपकी ज़िंदगी में बालिदगी पैदा होगी। अगर अदब से आपका कम या ज़्यादा ताल्लुक़ है,
आपकी समातों को अपने जहन में रखते हुए, आपके ज़ौक़ को अपनी नज़र में रखते हुए, तो देखते रहिए हमारा प्रोग्राम जिसका नाम है शरह अदब।
अदब जिंदगी की।
ओके, सो वी आर बैक फ्रॉम द ब्रेक और हमारी बातचीत जारी थी और साथ में हम गेम खेल रहे थे और बड़ा मजा आ रहा था। बहुत सारी चीजें मुझे जानने को मिली हमारी आज की मेहमान के बारे में। सो लेट्स जस्ट टॉक अबाउट समथिंग एल्स नाउ। इट्स समथिंग दैट आई जस्ट रिसेंटली हैव मेंशन्ड, दैट वाज टीचर्स पर्सनालिटी। और एक टीचर की पर्सनालिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है। इसके हवाले से आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? मैंने तो आपके व्यूज देना चाहूंगी। मैम, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू से अबाउट दैट?
Talking about the teacher's personality, okay, there are different concepts of people.
Yeah.
Some think that wearing good attires, not only good, wearing branded attires make your personality very nice and attractive. Some think that wearing a lot of makeup makes your personality very nice. What I feel, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you deal with people, and also the way you carry yourself, that's all makes your personality. This is what I feel. It's not important that you're wearing quite an expensive attire. It's not that important. It's what important is the way you're carrying yourself. That is important. Also, the kind of interaction you are having with your students, that is very much important. Never get that much strict level. Never go on that much strict level with the students that students would be reluctant to share anything of theirs with you. Never do that. Even I am a strict myself, but I'm not that strict. Whenever the students want to share anything with me, they are free to share. They know that I'm not going to rebuke them on something which is unnecessary. They know it already, so
And
they do
that's
it.
how it should be.
We should give the space to the students. So that's how you should mold your personality being a teacher.
Not on the higher levels, on the lower levels as well.
Exactly.
अगर हम यहाँ बात करें, छोटे बच्चे जो होते हैं वो भी इसी तरह से हमसे शेयर कर रहे होते हैं। जब वो
Exactly.
मॉन्टेसरी या केजी वगैरह में आ रहे होते हैं, टीचर
In fact, उनको ज़्यादा attention चाहिए होती है. Exactly.
इसी तरह से बच्चा फिर आगे जाकर भी बड़ी क्लास में वही एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा होता है। तो मैम, क्योंकि हमारे प्रोग्राम का टाइम ऑलमोस्ट एंड होने वाला है, तो यहाँ दो बातें मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी। पहली तो ये कि if you could pass on any wisdom to the students who are watching you, what would you share? How
Okay.
is the generation and journey?
This has been my experience. I've gone through this. I really want to share it today on this platform. Never be introvert, please. Okay. I feel somewhere, I also feel myself a bit introvert still, but I'm still working on it, let me tell you. I haven't left it. Never be introvert. Try to be extrovert. Means try to interact with people, try to have communication with people, because when you communicate with people, when you interact with people, you learn a lot of things. Because you see, Allah Ta'ala has created every human differently. We're not all same. You have different qualities, I have different qualities. Even this interaction is going to teach me a lot of things. Today's interaction, it has taught. So now my perspective has totally changed. Now I love meeting people. Previously I didn't like meeting people, but now I like meeting people. I like to learn things from them because I love grooming myself day by day. It's not that you're at any stage of your life, your grooming cannot be over. You keep on grooming yourself. Every day you learn something new. So interact with people, talk with them, learn from them, groom yourself, be nice.
Okay.
That's what.
Is there any message that you want to share with the teachers?
Yeah, on the Teachers' Day, I want to share one quote I recently read somewhere. It is that the important thing is not that every child should be taught. The important thing is every child should be given the wish to learn. So we should give the wish to kids to learn. It's not that the important thing is not to teach them. It's like to raise that passion in them to learn. Once you raise that passion in the students to learn, they'll learn themselves. You would not be needing to push themselves or pressurize themselves to study. So it's just that give them that zeal to learn, and they'll do it themselves.
This is a good advice to give. और यहीं पर हमारे प्रोग्राम का खत्म भी होता है. मैम, it was so good to talk to you and to meet you. Such a lovely personality you have. I would love to hear you share.
And let me tell you, it's not for the show, but I loved your personality too. You're so frank. And even at this first meeting, I didn't feel this was the first time I'm meeting you. Inshallah, we are going to be in contact.
Sure. और यहाँ पर हमारे प्रोग्राम का खत्म होता है. यहाँ पर मैं नाज़रीन से यही कहना चाहूँगी कि if you are a teacher and you want to be a part of my show, so you can just contact me on the number 0313316136, or you can just contact us on our Facebook pages or Instagram pages as well. यहाँ पर प्रोग्राम जैसे कि ख़त्म होता जाता है, तो मैं अपने नाज़रीन से एक बात ये भी कहना चाहूँगी कि टीचिंग फील्ड को अपना लें. अगर आप टीचर हैं और दिल से अपना काम नहीं कर रहे तो उसका कोई फ़ायदा नहीं, कोई आपसे कुछ नहीं सीख पाएगा. इसी तरह से अगर आप उस चीज़ को प्यार से, बच्चों के साथ भी प्यार से रहेंगे और उस चीज़ को अपनाएंगे, उस चीज़ को दिल से करने की कोशिश करेंगे, जितना ज़्यादा दिल से कोशिश करेंगे करने की, उतना ज़्यादा आपको भी मज़ा आएगा और आपसे पढ़ने वालों को भी मज़ा आएगा. तो इसी तरह से अपनी जनरेशन के लिए काम करते रहें, अपनी सोसाइटी के लिए काम करते रहें, और मेरे प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा बनना चाहते हैं तो यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम. सो दिस इज़ द एंड. और Allah Hafiz to you, and Allah Hafiz
thank
to
you so
all my
much.
viewers out there. Have a good night and take care of yourself.